Block it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And for Karl Anthony Towns, just last season, GMs voted him the player they'd most like to build a team around. Shaq, I can't think of higher praise than that.
That's because Big Cats is a perfect example of the modern-day center. Can do it all, Ernie, on both ends of the floor.
I really like his game, too.
I agree. He's a terrific scorer on 3 levels, and that's pretty impressive. He can do it on the box, the mid-range, and the 3-ball, Ernie.
Yes, he
has
can.
a lot of years left in him. He can make a big impact. I probably would want to start a team with him as well.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. Game's about to start. We'll see y'all later.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, gracing our presence tonight, one of the all-time NBA great players, Kevin Garnett. Boy, is it good to have you here, KG.
Man, great to see you there. Man, how you been, man?
I don't know, feels like we've done about 10 games together already.
It does feel like that. It's always great to see you.
Good seeing you, too. You look terrific.
Man.
A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. And boy, can they stave off this sweep here if they can find a way to pull a win off. Dropping another one would really hit the confidence level.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
I was honestly shocked they let the lead go. They need to learn how to manage the clock and lead better as the season goes on.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? You're going to do the small things. Are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot when you're supposed to be there? Know my bads. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
That sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be, because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same velocity like you want to. It's frustrating.
Now Golden State's starting 5. And it's all 5 All-Stars out there for the Warriors. Curry, Clay, Durant, Green, and Cousins. The Warriors pull it in. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry with it. Jones covering. Curry kicks to Green. The pass to Thompson. Over Wiggins. And that one hits back iron.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Over Jones. Curry, good. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Perfect play to run there to get a clean look.
Okogie, he's covered by Thompson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself, and once you're in it, and it turns over like an every day. You know, this is what you do every day, sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep the routine for 21 years. Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. I never missed a day of not doing my routine.
Traps in the tray.
It's amazing. You look back at Cousins' first 4 years in the league, he hit under 20% of his threes. Now it's a go-to shot for him.
Now here's Towns. His last outing, he had 24 points. Count it, good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now here's Wiggins following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 7. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's tipped. Thompson passes to Curry. Outside Durant. No good on the 3.
Well, this whole period for him has been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Sharge finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Kevin, you think about some of your toughest matchups. What about Shaquille O'Neal? What was it like defending Big Shaq?
You know what, man? Shaq, later on in our years, I have to guard him later, man. I told y'all, man. I guarded Shaq one time in the Cleveland series, and it was like holding up the side of a house. Seriously. Listen, I want y'all to go home and do this. I know I usually use food, right?
Yeah, right.
We're going to use materials in houses today, okay? I want you to go home, tell your wife, your girlfriend to ignore you. Cut out the side of your house. Go get your homeboy, have him help you. After he cuts the side of it, I want you to hold up the side of the house with your forearm for the whole 24 hours.
Oh.
Matter of fact, let's just do 2 hours.
Okay, all right, 2
hours. I don't want to break your arm.
Okay, yeah.
After 2 hours, you're going to push the house back, reseal it with some glue or whatever, right? Not my problem.
2 shots.
That's how your arm feels, guarding Shaq.
Really?
I couldn't even wave at people right-handed for a whole day.
You had to wave left-handed.
I had to wave left-handed. And people know me. I'm all right-handed. I'm all, nothing left-handed. I throw my hand later.
That is a big drink of water,
Listen,
isn't
man,
it?
listen. I have so many respect for all the centers that have guarded Shaq. Seriously, rest in peace to all the centers Shaq has
Exhausting,
destroyed.
huh? Exhausting.
Shaq is like a side of your house. For all y'all wondering what it's like, and all y'all want some of the diesel, what it's like to guard the diesel, go out and try to hold up your house. The diesel. Shout to the diesel.
Passes it to Wiggins. Here's Thompson. He had 13 points in the win against Memphis. Cousins, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Kicks to Wiggins. And the rejection by Cousins. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Okogie. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Memphis. Kevin, listening to the value you placed in preparation, practice to you was obviously important.
Practice to me was very important. Preparing was very important. You know, scouting reports, being clear, understanding rotation, understanding what the goal was, understanding the plan. Like, I took all that to heart because I had to be the relayer of that. I had to articulate that to players. I had to be the one in pick and rolls calling out the coverages and stuff. And if I didn't know that, then, you know, Rondo, the guards, they didn't know. So
they were going to get blasted.
So I had to be on top of that. So that was part of the responsibility, one of my responsibilities, of just being a professional and being ready to play.
When the shots come to KD and the flow of the offense, it makes it much easier.
Jones kicks to Towns. Here's Bates Diop, defended by Durant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
And Towns drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
For Cousins. The past month has been surreal. He's putting up about 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now here's Thompson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would he.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Tracy McGrady, Charles Billups, these are all guys who kill O'Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, Kenny.
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
And listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. Great ones guys know what I'm talking about.
Here's Gibson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Lock at 6. Here's Bates Diop. Bank shot. No good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Now here's Durant, guarded closer. High shot from 10 feet out. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Nice D from Cousins.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Green. Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursue.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him, what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So when you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and they have full, they're engaged and talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and find it to be a lot more efficient.
Now Jones after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. A shot, no good. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
I mean, a testament to the deep range from well beyond the arc. Thompson never flinches that far out.
Here's Bates Diop, defended by Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Bayless from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And it's tied up with that one.
For this team, Draymond's a true necessity, does all the little things. Everyone understands how important he is on both ends.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Towns. Here's Bates Diop. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bates Diop's got 5. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Thompson. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Jones. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. seconds left in the first quarter.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The arrival certainly of Kevin Durant fortified an already great Warriors team. Teammate Steph Curry spoke about what KD brings to the table.
Gives us a different dynamic that we can count on. He's obviously an all-world talent that does things on the court that not many people can do. You know, he's hungry, just like the rest of us, to get to that stage again and get back on top.
You know, Greg, KD and Steph are a lethal combination for sure, nearly impossible to guard.
I mean, both former MVPs, and with the talent surrounding them, a chance to make history.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, you know, in this era, everybody likes the three-point shot. I like their commitment to pounding the ball inside.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
What's impressive about Klay Thompson, yes, he is one of the Splash Brothers, but that doesn't mean he has to score to be effective.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Kevin, can you be great playing NBA basketball and not love to play the game of basketball?
I think it helps, man. You know, to love something is to do it with that love, to do it with that passion, to do it with that effort. You know, I can remember with my grandmother and being there cooking with my aunt, and they would be in there singing, and they'd be dancing, they'd be tasting, and they'd be
Good
mixing great memories, and you know, and you would come in there, and it was just a good time, and that energy and that spirit, if you will, or that vibration, whatever was in her cooking, and when you taste her food, it was magical. So
How wonderful.
I like to think that when you play or when you practice or whatever you're doing with that love and that passion, with that appetite, with that whatever's in your mind or whatever that picture is that you're chasing, you're doing it with that passion, that I'm loving what I'm doing. And when you do it with that passion, the show is radiant. People see it for what it is, straight up.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry from past the arc. Connects again from distance.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard.
And the records Curry set during his 2015 to 2017 years, this season joins them with that kind of offensive impact as he closes in on the second spot for 3.
Here's Cousins, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's 7 points here for Cousins. Jones against Curry. Jones kicks to Towns. Deep 2 from Bayless. They get it again. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
That's the kind of energy Gibson gives you, destroying opponents on the glass. Tough to box this guy out.
Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Jones, the pass to Gibson. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Jones in the post. Cousins is there. Tries again, and it falls over the rim and in. Jones has got 7 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And KG, as many points as you scored in your career, how much pride did you take in your defensive play?
You know, I like to think that it's respected. You know, I didn't play. I like to think that when I got to Boston, I made more of a added effort to play defense. You know, in Minnesota, I had such a responsibility on the offensive side that you don't ever save yourself. You don't save yourself in anything, but I would have to find ways of when I come out of the game,
Shooting two.
you know, immediate ice stuff, you know, stuff that I could use to try to, you know, get any type of rest. I know Flip was going to use me in 2 or 3 minute segments, so I would probably have 3 to 4 minutes of rest and then have to get right back out. But when I got to Boston, obviously, we had a deeper team, a better team, and Doc Rivers did a great job, I felt like, of listening to me. I was listening to my body, but more importantly, we have offensive scores. I wanted to be more of the head of our defense. I wanted to be the one to be talking. Rondo and I had an immediate chemistry with that. It was something that it was natural between the two of us, and I think everybody else followed. Tibbs threw some schemes on top of some of the stuff that we was able to bring. Doc was open to some of the different ideas scheme-wise, and the rest is history. Next thing you know, Cleveland is running out stuff. LeBron goes to Miami. Now Miami's running out stuff. Right. Next thing you know, Miami beats us with our stuff. It's evolution. It's evolution. It's evolution, man. If I sit here and go through it and you sit back and go and watch it, you're like, holy snap. Wow, it's the same look. They're bringing the guy over, post up. Yeah, so, you know, shout to everybody and us innovating and bringing that defense. And shout to Tibbs. Right.
Here is Bayless following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Bayless finds Towns. With the shot. Warriors with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Amazing display of concentration by Stephen Curry. So gifted at scoring the basketball.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
For Durant, averaging about 27 points a game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 5. And Cousins kicks to Thompson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. And stolen by Cousins. Outside Curry. Right side Durant. Cousins, no one around him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know what I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
Okogie, he's covered by Thompson. Trying to get something going, and there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jang, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Thompson passes to Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
Timeout.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominating.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
checked in for Cousins. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Curry. On defense, Golden State, 10-point lead. And they get it, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gibson with those long arms, always on the prowl to slam it home.
Durant kicks it to Looney. The pass to Iguodala. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Even if you do come away with the win, you've made it a lot harder than it should have been. But that night, they just couldn't overcome it.
And Minnesota has possession. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Wiggins, and the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot block. I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Dishes it to Livingston. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. Livingston's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Iguodala against Wiggins. 4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Durant. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Now here's Jones. He's got 7. And it's Wiggins missing.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Looking to end the run. Good D by Thompson.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Checked in for Klay Thompson. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Towns.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers. Durant against Gibson. Fades away. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 12 now in this quarter.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Okogie. They can't stop the run with that one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
From 15 feet away, misses off the right iron. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside, Jones. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Here's Gibson. The shot comes out.
it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
The Warriors have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Iguodala with the steal. He kicks to Livingston. Plays it up and banks it in.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Jones with the bounce pass. Gibson with it. He's against Jerebko. They can use a bucket. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 8 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
KG, I want to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG.
know.
That's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And Steve, one of the things that really stands out about Kevin Garnett, at least to me, is the emotion, the enjoyment, the passion, all of it he brings to the discussion every time we're with him. Just a fun guy to have around.
Boy, he is. I mean, he's one of those guys. He's high energy when he plays, but he's one of those guys off the floor. He brings that same type of passion and energy. He's KG. His motor is always on.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Okogie, he's covered by Iguodala. Okogie down to 5 on the shot clock, and the shot is long. Durant kicks to Jerebko, and then Jerebko with the dunk.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like? It's a good one. Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Minnesota, Dario Saric is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jones. The Timberwolves shooting 43% for the game. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, is three of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I did take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the two things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choice.
Cousins and the rejection by Towns.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Chalk up 2 there. Curry with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Cousins. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the rejection by Cousins.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
And yes, it's good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Kicks it to Towns. Timberwolves working the ball around and slam dunk by Schultz.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Durant. Rebound Minnesota.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
It's stolen by Curry. Durant with it. Jones covering. And it's Green with the jam.
At 6'7", Draymond's always capable of skying up for slams. Timeout.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the official. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Warriors, #1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Okogie sinks the triple. He's got 5. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
Remarkable display of ball handling from Thompson. Nice handles.
The pass to Towns. That shot off. Nice D from Cousins.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Count that one. And it's 9 points for Tyus Jones.
When you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
The feed to Durant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting one.
That's good from Durant. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the #1 desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, you know, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jared Bayless is checked in for Minnesota. Here's Curry. 14 points for him. Out to Thompson for 3. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Bayless. Right wing, 6 to shoot. The shot by Sharch, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Thompson, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now, here's Thompson. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got 17 now.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Okogie takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. He's got 9.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And Thompson kicks to Cousins. Curry deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Curry. And 11 points here for Cousins.
This is the look you want. High percentage. DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
Bayless, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he's decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
Here's Cousins, and the rejection by Towns. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Here's Thompson. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the shot goes down. Bayless has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Cousins finds Curry. Sharch against Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Bayless the pass to Sharch. Back to Bayless, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Passes to Wiggins. 4 on the clock. Over Iguodala. And it's Wiggins missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside for Curry. Warriors the rebound. And that one's good. Cousins. Cousins has got 13 points.
Finishing through contact, DeMarc is one of the best at it. Has the natural power and excellent body control.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Okogie, he's covered by Livingston. Okogie, and Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
It's good.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
3 titles in the last 4 seasons for the Warriors. Dynasty, that word you don't throw around lightly, but we're witnessing one in Golden State.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the middle, Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the Warriors going into last season ranked by odds makers as the highest favorite ever. Smitty, in any sport.
Yes, the clear favorites, and that remains the case this season again. They've assembled a roster that stands as one of the all-time greats.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers, and his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
And Towns drops them both. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
Minnesota with the ball, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Towns, no luck.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And it falls over the rim and in. Towns has got 21.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Now here's Curry. Bayless covering.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
He is just hitting the backboard every chance he gets. He is feasting for rebounds out there.
Now here's Wiggins. 11 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Outside, Towns. No good with the triple.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Livingston, that's good.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Here's Bayless. He has 6. The pass to Reynolds. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Iguodala. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
Now here's Towns. 21 points in the game.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Curry, again, Golden State.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Bayless kicks to Wiggins over Iguodala. And it's Wiggins missing.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. It's good. Towns has got 23 points.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Timberwolves shooting 47%, pretty solid. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got your red Cook out there with Livingston, and there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
I say it's the #1 reason why they are ahead in this game right now.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside, Towns. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Jerebko. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Reynolds, he's covered by Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bayless. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Reynolds passes to Bates-Diop. The shot's good from Bayless.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State. Pass to Livingston. Cook looking it over. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Iguodala. Here's Jerebko. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to Bayless. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and he still had a chance to knock that one down.
For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card if you ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd have a pile of cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
Trying to end the drought, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside. this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw good, Livingston. And the post-up game losing favor around the NBA, Steve. But for point guard Sean Livingston, that's his bread and butter.
First, he has a size advantage most every night, and then he loves to get down there in the block. He has the vision to punish teams for trying to dig or double team him when he's scoring.
That one good for 2. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Golden State moving the ball around. Here is Cook. Bayless covering. The shot's good from Jerebko.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Passes it to Terrell. From about 19 feet, Warriors with the rebound. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala's running. No coverage that time.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Reynolds. Now here's Bayless. Defense is right there. Pass to Reynolds. And he drops it in from the low post.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
And here's Livingston. Now here's Iguodala. Now Livingston unloads from 13, and he connects with the jumper. Livingston's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Diop misses. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Livingston, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You've got to understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. Bayless, the pass to Reynolds. Back to Bayless. Here's Diop. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless Bayless has got 3 assists in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Livingston finds Iguodala. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Terrell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Here's Cook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples. That's good from Cook. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Here's Livingston. Some solid defense from Šarić.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Offensive rebound. Bayless deciding where to go with it. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Cook kicks it to Looney. Back to Cook. In the corner, Iguodala with it. It's good from long range.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3-ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Bayless the pass to Chang. Pass to Reynolds. Down low, Šarić finds Jang. Clock at 4. Here's Terrell. They get the rebound. From outside the arc, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunities.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Cook. Up and in on the layup. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
Warriors with the rebound. Jerebko's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Launches it. Minnesota with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Šarić, that's good.
Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the 4th. The pass to Jerebko. Kicks to Iguodala. Golden State moving the ball around. Looney passes to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Iggy just using his tremendous athleticism there.
And so Bayless will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Chang. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Passes it to Jerebko. And here's Livingston. Back to Jerebko. Pass to Cook. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Clock at 6. Shoots. Minnesota with the rebound. Chang's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a rushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Cook. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. The Warriors making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Two on the clock from deep three-point range. Rebound by Jang. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good from long range.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Here's Durant. Count the basket. Durant's got 36.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time